What a beautiful beginning to our White Gift Sunday service. Thank you all for the gifts that you brought today that are already underneath the tree. Today is an all-ages service as well as communion. So there's some activities for the children in their area at the back, some coloring and different kinds of activities. If anybody would like to light a prayer candle at any time during the service, know that you're welcome to move as you just feel that there's an extra prayer that's come to your heart and you'd like to light a candle. Know that you're welcome. There will be two story times during this service, and then a short video which kind of comprises the message. So because of on intergenerational Sundays, we try not to do a full sermon and do things a little bit differently. So welcome to this service, and we join together in the call to worship. Prepare the way.
Deck the halls and light the candles.
Prepare the way.
Open the doors and sing a song of hope.
Prepare the way.
Make space in our hearts for a new kind of love.
Christ is coming.
Prepare the way.
Let us be comfortable to sing A Candle is Burning. Voices United, number 6. We'll sing verses 1 and 2. Please be comfortable. I'd like to invite the young and the young at heart and Mary to come and gather around. Mary's going to... and any other young at hearts who want to kind of come and gather on the stairs. We're going to light the Advent candle. We have a reading before we actually light the candle. Invite children to make their way as they are comfortable. All Advent, we gather around this wreath to light candles. The wreath reminds us of the circle of our human community, and the candles illuminate the many ways in which we bring ourselves to Emmanuel. God with us, and God coming to us as we anticipate and wait for the birth of Jesus of Nazareth in Bethlehem long ago. Welcome. I will wait for the sky to clear. You might want to stand at the pulpit, Mary. Let's try that again.
I want to stand at the pulpit. Sorry.
I will wait for the sky to clear.
I will wait for the plot to thinken.
I will wait for vacation to arrive.
I will wait for snow to fall.
I will wait for dinner to be ready.
I will wait for you to be confident.
I will wait for my child to walk.
I will wait for the leaves to change.
I will wait for the dust to settle.
I will wait for the lab results.
I will wait for Christmas to arrive.
I will wait for a lot of things, but I will not wait for peace. So today we will light the candle of peace, as a reminder that we have a role to play.
All right, I'm wondering if there's any volunteer to light a candle today.
There you go.
Can you help her light a candle and I'll read? Here she comes. You want to light one of the, we're going to relight the one for hope. May the desire to sow peace kindle in us like a light in the darkness. we light again the candle of hope. For the Christmas story shines hope on our lives and brings all of our stories into the circle. I know it's got to go up right. Oh, you know what? You're going to light a purple one.
Oh, I'm lighting a purple one.
And then, okay, and we'll light the second purple one. Juliet, can you go with Mary? We light the candle of peace to honor all of the places where we have found peace in our lives and all the places for which we pray for peace to come. While they continue to light the candle, we will sing. Oops, sorry. Ooh.
There, I hit it.
Can you pull? Oh, we'll need to find another one, won't we? I think I can probably help you with that. Yeah. I'm going to invite Dwayne and Hans. No, not Dwayne. John and Hans. We'll move them over. That's right. To come and share a story with the children. And the sound tech would like us to move over so that we're in the center so he can see us. That's right. I'm going to go over here. How's this, Mr. Sound Tech?
As an individual, it's very difficult to find a way of...
You need a mic, Josh.
Oh, today is a day of...
As an individual, it's very difficult to find a way of improving the environment. And putting up nesting boxes is a practical way. Let me explain. Swallows and swifts are birds that catch insects in flight, and they often nest in cavities in trees. These are made by other animals, and forestry activity, removing a dead tree, removing a snag, removes a nesting site. And it's not surprising that these birds are generally in a serious decline in the world. In the new year, the children will be assembling some nesting boxes from kits that Hans and I are going to be making, and we would love anyone else who's interested to give us a hand. The wood has been donated by Chris Dodds and Tom Neville, and will be at my house by the end of today, I think. The children will need to mount the nesting boxes in mid-March before the birds arrive, and if you mount them too early, there's a risk that they get taken over by starlings or sparrows. So let's look at two of these birds. Can I have the first slide? This is the violet-green swallow. This bird nests from Alaska down to central Mexico, west of the Rockies. And they tend to nest as loose colonies, and in British Columbia, they are a blue listed species. To quote the Ministry of Sustainable Resource Development, the blue list includes species not immediately threatened, but of concern because of characteristics that make them particularly sensitive to human activities or natural events. So Hans, can you show us what the nesting box looks like?
This is the box for the violet green swallow. So you can see the size of the hole here. So it's sized correctly so that only that bird will get inside. And it looks like it's just room for one. I don't think they stack, but
No.
you can see the size of that. And it's a nice round hole, but anything bigger would allow maybe the starling to get in or sparrows to get in and evict that particular bird. So that's the box. It'll be sitting like this, okay, and that's probably one or several that we will be building.
Hold it up.
Hold it up. There
Yes.
we go. Sorry. Anyway, that's the violet green.
And what about inside the box?
Just a cavity there for the bird, and what's that?
Make a ladder.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. It doesn't have a stoop here, so it can actually come through the hole, so nothing can really land on front. Swallows tend to fly in and then get their head. They will attach, get their head and body through, drop down in here, and it's actually rough inside, so it's almost like a ladder, so they can actually climb out and back in. Or back out.
So the nestlings can climb up to the hole.
Ah,
It's a bit of a climb, I guess, for a little bird, but apparently they do it.
awesome.
Has everybody seen that? So there is no stoop, no porch on this.
So I contacted Sandy McCrew, who's sitting in the congregation, and he put me in touch with the Georgia Basin Environmental Assessment and Recovery Society. That's quite a mouthful. But this is the group that has been responsible for
You want me to get another one?
spearheading the recovery of the western purple martin. And that's a western purple martin, a couple of them. These birds are the largest North American swallow, and at one time they were in a serious decline. There was less than, in BC, there was less than 10 known breeding pairs. Now they've made quite a recovery. Nick, one more. Those stars on the map are where there are colonies in British Columbia, but you can see that Port Alberni is not on the map, which it should be. And now you can go back a slide. Yep. And this is their migration route. Again, it's in South America. And it's a slow process getting these birds to recover. The nesting boxes that Sandy put up at Harbour Quay were unoccupied for 3 or 4 years. So,
Anyway, this is the purple martin nesting box. You can see the size of it. And apparently they like communal living, so you can have anywhere up to three nests in here. They have a porch, but you can see the size of the hole. So it's really quite important to have that rectangular hole that size, because again, those starlings and house sparrows will come along, and they're fairly aggressive, and they will try to evict whatever is inside. So you don't put them up too early, not too late, just the right time when they come back from their South American, Central America migration, and then they will hopefully nest in that. So they end up, they can go into they get mounted in groups, so they can be mounted this way, and another one will be mounted that way, 10 inches to a foot below, and another one going this way. And what John, I think he might have mentioned, there were only 10 reported breeding pairs of purple martin back in the mid-'80s.